Hi Hayden, hope you're okay. Do you know what? I just started prepping fondants and I remembered what I said. So I'll take you through. You've just missed the first bit, but I can tell you basically what I've done. So you have these nice little blocks. Dead easy. You just get a potato, don't even need to peel it. Or if you want to peel it, you keep the trims for chips, whatever you want. And I've just taken it down, and I've squared it off. But the next stage is just chamfering the edges with a peeler. So just take off the edge at like a 45-degree angle, each side, each side, each side, each side. And you're left with a lovely little uniform cube. Okay. Okay, so I've picked a pan suitable size. It's probably, this one's slightly too big because I've only got 6 fondants. 7 I should say, because I've always got an extra in case something goes wrong on a big day. Yeah, so this is softened butter. Yeah, don't just take it from the fridge. Leave your butter. This is about 1.5 blocks. This is not a healthy recipe, yeah. I've seen a lot of people do this online and no one is doing it like this, yeah. This is gold. Okay, so you get your potatoes. Don't worry if they're still wet from the water. Or I should say, obviously, you put them straight in water so they don't go brown. And then I'm going to look at my potato, yeah? And I'm going to pick the side which I want for presentation. This one, I'm going to say this one. This one looks the most uniform, yeah? It looks nice chamfered edges. And I'm going to push them in. Bit firm, yeah? Push them in. Dead easy, yeah? Dead easy. Pick you one again. That one looks nice. No, it doesn't. Yeah, this looks nice. So I'm just going to push it in. Give them a bit of room. Usually, in an ideal world, you'd have it all filled, yeah? So you don't waste this amount of butter for this little amount of potato. And you just carry on pushing them in. Okay, I'll bring you back. Alright, lovely. Okay, so they're in. Each one of them's got plenty of space. And I should say at this point, I just realised this is unsalted butter. Okay? Don't put salted butter in. This is just Tesco's butter. There's nothing special about this butter. Obviously you can go nicer, but... Okay, so they're all nicely firmed in. Now this is the skill part, because we are now seasoning blind. We're going to put salt in, and I'm going to season each potato. And then what's going through my head is I imagine that amount as mash, and how much salt each bit of that would need to be seasoned. So you are seasoning blind. So this is, we don't want to over season, but if you under season, it's going to be naff, because all that butter is going to penetrate through. Seasoned butter, you know, seasoned. But I like to just put, see, I'm going to go close. I like to put just what I feel would be enough for each potato. Pardon, I haven't got my good harness on my camera, so I just put that. That's just table salt. This is no fancy flaky salt. We want table salt. Okay, each one, and I put a little bit in just for luck, yeah, and a tiny bit more, because it's such a skill, but you got to get it right. Maybe just a little bit more. Okay, right. Next stage. Right, so we've cut our potatoes, we put them in, we've seasoned them. We're not quite ready for cooking yet. I'm going to add water. Now look, I'm not adding loads, and it doesn't really, it's not a strict amount. Try not to wash off the salt I put on, but actually, it probably is a good point to wash it off, but that's just a little reference to how much I'm putting in. So that's it. I didn't put loads in. You know, there's no strictness. This is all feel. This is real cooking. Yeah? And the reason for the water is we want to cook the potatoes through before the butter starts to burn, and that's going to poach the butter slightly in a sort of butter emulsion, and eventually the water will evaporate, and the potatoes will be ready to be lifted. But I'll bring you back for that stage. So I'm going to turn this on now. I'm going to say a medium heat. Yeah, you don't want to it doesn't want to be raging. Just a nice medium to full heat, okay? So I'd say like 65-70% of what you have. Okay, and I'll bring you back potentially halfway through once the butter melts, and then we'll go from there. Okay, don't worry if they've moved positions, yeah? It is important though, we are not going to be moving these anymore now, okay? Where they lie is where they need to stay. That is crucial. It's imperative. Classically, you'd be cooking this in like a chicken stock in the oven. I thought that was the way to do it until I got shown properly. You know, we're not even going to add any garlic or thyme. Oh, I'd add loads of that. Don't need to. Don't need to. This is the best way. Let this potato speak for itself. We don't want someone just to like taste, oh, you know, get that straight away of rosemary or thyme. No, no, no. This is potato and butter. Cooked to perfection. So the reason why I brought you back, you can see it's boiling, yeah, but it's not raging tits, yeah. It's not going crazy, yeah. So we're in control, in other words. And this is where it's going to stay, like I said. Oh, look at that little duck stock I've got going. I'll tell you what, they're in for a treat tomorrow. We don't mess about here, Hayden. We do not mess about. Top tip, Hayden. Sometimes I'll get a spoon, yeah. Now it's all emulsified, all the salt's mixed in, yeah. So I know what essentially the flavour is going to be inside. So I'll give that a little taste. And I know whether I'm on the right road. Really, and what I'm really checking for, if I've over seasoned it, yeah. If I've screwed it up. But thankfully, I haven't. That's seasoned perfectly, and I know these are going to be lovely. Just going to prep some scallops now while I'm waiting for these to cook. From Mermaids in Fondant now. I ask them for the big ones, look at them, some of them, but they are monsters. Oh yes. Alright, we're still not there yet. Just clean my... Alright, well we're still not there yet, but the butter is changing. It's got a little bit thicker, it's getting more syrup-like. But be brave, yeah? We're not touching them, they're staying there. Okay, so still not there yet, but it's changed state again. It's got even more thick and it looks like the butter's trying to split out. So what that's telling me, it looks like all the water that was in it and all the water that's been drawn out of the potatoes has started to evaporate. So this is where we keep our eye on it, okay? And I'll bring you to the next step. You can hear that, but there's an audible sound of frying now. Yeah? So we're not boiling now. Now we're getting some colour on that side, okay? Okay, so all the fats now have separated. So this is like a clarified butter. See all the fats are on the side there. We're still not there yet. I can only tell you what to look for when it's there, and I will explain exactly what's happening, okay? And this, just so how long has this been now, roughly? 15-20 minutes. Butter is starting to turn brown. So what I do is I just ever so slightly, yeah, because it's very delicate now, I'll tilt the pan up, I'll move the butter back, and I'll look for scorched edges, yeah. I'll look for a bit of black. This is, the butter tells me exactly what's going on. So it's not there. I know if I turn that over now, I'll be gutted. So just be brave, yeah? Take it, you need to take it as far as you can. There's only one shot at turning this over. That's what's great about it. If I tip that, can you see how they're stuck on? They're welded on. They are welded on. And you can see there is some brown. They are welded on. So when we come to take this off, because I might not be able to explain it while I'm doing it, I'm going to gently, I'm going to get something like a knife, which is bendable, and I'm going to gently try to release it, yeah? Get that off, nice and slow. We're getting close now, Hayden, very close. So I'm going to call it there. I can smell it, it's nutty, yeah? I'm going to turn this off, turn the pan off, and we'll see what we're dealing with here now. Don't want to take it anymore. Yeah, so that's what it looks like, nice and dark on the bottom. and I'm going to poke my knife just underneath. Oh, it's okay, that's released nicely. Sometimes you get more of a suction, and we'll see. Has he still got it? That's not bad. That's acceptable. In an ideal world, potentially a little bit more, but you see how it's caught all the edges, yeah? That's what you won't get. So I'm going to put that back down, give it a couple of minutes, see how just you know, you can always be too early, but it's the fear, isn't it? The fear of burning it. But I'll know now, I know I've got a couple more minutes with the rest of these. That will be my taster, so I'll have that myself if it doesn't turn out the same, but usually you only get one shot of turning it over to get that sort of strict edge around it, you know. Every time it's different, but if you've got the fundamentals and you know what's going on, you know, you can cook these for people and, you know, they'll be like, wow, what is that? Alright, so I've turned them all over and they're not bad. Every time's different, Hayden. Every time is different. So I've turned them over and they're looking lovely. Not sure what those black speckles are. I'll just scrape them off afterwards. I think that sometimes you get different potato and they can shred a little bit. But you see the one that I turned over early? You see the difference? You want that nice yellow in the core, you know? Like a Fender Strat sunburst, do you know what I mean? Different. That's what happens when you turn it over too early. The rest speak for themselves, yeah? So that's it. That's everything I know about these. I'm going to leave these cooking now and I'm going to balance them. I'm going to balance them, not too hot, is what I'm trying to say. Let them cook. And just finish that bottom side. Oh, try not to knock them around too much. That was just for the video. Oh, hot. Okay, so now the bottom side's cooking. Alright, Hayden. Let me know how you get on when you give these a go. I've been Sava. And you've been served. Thank you. Good night. You can pre-do these a day before if you've not got time, or you can do them in the morning, and you can leave them sit in the butter, so you get even more of a better taste, really, because they're just going to soak up. Because what happens after these, yeah, when they cool down, they're going to reabsorb. So when I'm happy with these, I'm going to just turn this pan off and just let them sit in this. Sit in this beautiful potatoey butter goodness.